What is going on, guys? It's the podcast Take Profit representing and stock in profit. Alright, guys. So one time God for this week. It has been a great week and also an amazing week. However, regardless of the fact we had to wait for price to get to our entry almost all through the London session. Most of the time within Mondays and it's Wednesday here, we have to wait for price to get to our entry and end up taking us out. Man, that's crazy. Alright, so I want to share with us an analysis I did on GP Swiss franc, and that was yesterday, and how it played out nicely as usual. And as you guys know, we take profit, but the profit wasn't that much. It's 103. They want to take profit there because the market has just been ranging for for some time now during the London session and prior to the opening of the New York session. However, we are able to secure some profits, and we were able to secure some profits and you know break even to our. Alright, so but I'm gonna do a breakdown on GB Swiss franc. That's the trade we took today, and I'm gonna show you guys the reason why I entered the trade and my confluences and I'm gonna do a top down analysis and show you guys how I took that GBP Swiss franc. Okay, that's the trade we took today, and it actually was 103. The stop loss was like it was like 6 pips, and made like 30 pips from it. Yeah, but let's go into the chart, and I'm going to show you guys how the setup was and what we're able to get from it. And just don't skip the video, watch till the end.
Welcome to my chat, guys. This is GP Swiss franc on the forward time frame. Alright, so um let me do a little breakdown for you guys. Okay, so it's been quite a long time now. GBP Swiss franc has not broken this high because it's for since when GBP Swiss franc created. So it's been quite a long time. GBP Swiss franc have not broken this high, and after creating a new low, actually on the daily time frame here, GBP Swiss franc has been ranging. It has been moving sideways in the sense it has been creating or moving in a definite supply and demand zone. That has been trading off these areas for quite a long time now, and it hasn't really broken high above these areas, above this supply and this demand. Okay, so what I usually do is I just trade off from this. So whenever I get to the supply, I wait for my confirmation and I trade off it, and whenever I get to the demand, I wait for my confirmation and I trade off it. Okay, so now here is what made me enter into GBP Swiss franc. Alright, so initially I had bearish bias on GBP Swiss franc. Here's why I had that bias on GBP Swiss franc, because I've been watching GBP Swiss franc for a while now, and when it's broke structure from this high, when it broke the structure rather, I was expecting price to pull back into this order block right here, into this supply zone, mitigating these inefficiencies and tapping into the supply zone and drop off. But however, the market didn't do that. It just gave us what we saw here was an inducement, right? So when I saw this inducement, it was another confirmation for me that okay, since price created an inducement here, it is a confirmation that we are going bearish whenever price taps into this my supply zone. But however, price didn't come into the supply zone. It just went based off of this inducement. After we had this change of character around here. After we had this change of character around here, then we had price pull back into this supply zone, and it traded off that zone. Alright, so I actually watched it, but I wasn't willing to enter into a sell from that level because I was expecting price to go above this inducement, this trend line liquidity, grab every liquidity above this trend line and tap into the supply zone. Alright, so I kind of saw the movement on 15 minutes, but I wasn't willing to enter into that trade for a sell. Alright, so let me go down to the lower time frame here. Let me go down to the lower time frame. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Alright, so I think this was days back. Alright, I saw this equal highs and price swept every liquidity above it and dropped. When I saw this equal highs, what came to my mind was price is going to sweep every liquidity above this equal high and tap into my 15 minutes supply zone and drop. But then the market didn't do that. It just cleared that high and sell off from there. But I can't just catch that trade. It's not the kind of trade I'm looking forward to entering. Alright, so I let it go like that, and I was expecting to see price break this 4-hour structure. I was expecting to see price break the 4-hour structure, and I was expecting to see price break this 4-hour demand and tap into this daily demand zone, but then it didn't. So it respected it when price pulled into this demand. It respected it and reacted off base of the demand, and that was where I started seeing some possibilities of buy from that demand zone. Alright, so when I saw that, I was like, okay, price might tap into the zone since we didn't have a break of structure. Price may respect this zone, then tap into, then clear off every liquidity above here while going back up and tap into the supply. So when I saw that price didn't break this demand zone, alright, so I moved to my 15 minutes and to see what the price is doing on the 15 minutes. Alright, so this is my 15 minutes time frame, and this one took a buy position around here. When price taps into this 4-hour demand, and this is the high that created this low. So when this high was broken, we had a change of character around here, and I've moved to mark up my demand zone on the 15 minutes and waited for price to tap into the demand zone. But however, before the price come back to tap into the demand zone, we started seeing some areas of liquidity that the market was engineering. Alright, so we saw this trend line liquidity, and when I saw this, I knew that okay, this price might come back. It's a confirmation that okay, we are having this price coming back into the zone. Alright, so I didn't hesitate when I saw the price on the demand zone. I just executed, and after the price and so price swept the Asian low, tap into the demand zone, and pap. Right, but here's the thing here: we haven't seen a major impulsive move. However, this is where I'm expecting this price to come into. This is where I'm expecting a take profit here, because sorry, I'm coming guys. So expecting a take profit around here. Alright, so expecting a take profit around there, but however, I'm looking forward to seeing price clearing out this liquidity line above the trend line and tapping into our supply zone rather. But before that, let's see what the market has done. let's see what the market has done. So we entered the trade around here. Price moved. It wasn't really moving impulsively due to low volatility in the market. But then I identified after this high was being broken. After this high was broken, I identified after this high was broken, I identified a demand zone around here from the 30 minutes. So I moved to the 3 minutes and I identified this zone, and I was looking to have a second entry around here, but price didn't pull back into this level. So I'm still hoping to see price pull back into this 3 minutes point of interest, mitigating this inefficiency and taking out this inducement and giving us a move up. All right, so we could see price pulling down gradually into the zone. All right, so let's see tomorrow. By tomorrow, let's see what the market is going to do. If we can have price coming to tap into this nice, if we can have price doing something like this, and the rest is history. All right, so let's see. All right, so I've come to the end of this video. All right, so I believe you learned something from this video. The top-down analysis on GBP Swiss franc and how it has been ranging on the daily and on the 4-hour, how we've been trading off the demand and the areas of supply, as you can see on my chart, and how the market engineers liquidity. And now I've shown you guys a future bias that okay, if price however pulled above this trend line, I will be looking forward to taking a sell from this supply zone, because we've had a lot of liquidity above this trend line. And before the trend line, let me go to the 15 minutes and show you we have an equal high. And you know, whenever we have equal highs before your zone, you know what usually happens. It's kind of a confirmation that okay, this is actually the market trying to tell us that okay, we might have price coming to clear off this equal high. And as you can see, the market hasn't cleared it off yet. So let's see if we can have price coming to clear off this equal high, taking liquidity on the trend line, tapping into the demand zone, and you know, sell off from there. However, let's see if our bullish bias is going to still play out nicely, and if you can see how price coming into the 3 minutes area of demand, that's fine. But if we can't have price coming into that area of demand, that's still fine. We will look for other setup. I told you guys we have a setup on GG, so I'm going to show you guys that one. But until then, this is the end of this video, so see you guys on the next one. Peace out.